So here are the symptoms I've been having that I really wanted to talk to neurosurgery about. I went on a long trip. We had multiple air flights, and then when we got home late at night, we were walking through the airport to try to find our luggage. I'm walking for more than 5 minutes at a time, and as I'm walking, my left leg goes completely numb. Now, I do have decreased sensation already, but it feels like that tingling numbness, and then it also goes really stiff. And I feel like if I keep walking, my leg's gonna collapse, I'm gonna fall. So it's like my leg is seizing up and I have to stop and I can't walk anymore. It went away after a while, after some resting, but this happened multiple times after that incident, including on the day I went to neurosurgery to talk to them about all my symptoms. It happened while I was going to the appointment. Now, I've also been having lots of headaches, which initially they were saying was trigeminal neuralgia, but I actually got the results back from the MRI, and now they're thinking there's nothing that explains trigeminal neuralgia in your MRI. We don't know why you're having pain at all. Mysterious headaches, trigeminal neuralgia. Also, I realized I'm having swallowing problems that I may have been ignoring for quite some time. I drink these green smoothies, which are a thick smoothie-like substance, and almost every time I have it, not every time, but almost every time I have this smoothie, I will feel like it goes down the wrong pipe and I will cough progressively. And sometimes I will cough for 5 minutes before it finally resolves and I'm able to breathe again. So that on top of the neck stiffness, which I thought was getting better when I initially talked to neurosurgery, but because I changed my pillow, but now it's actually getting worse again and it hurts and I don't know what to do. Now, neurosurgery did tell me my imaging looks good. Compared to the imaging from a few months before, my shunt looks normal, my ventricles look okay, may have been over shunted, but now maybe resolved, and my syrinx looks okay. Now, according to the MRI report, my syrinx had gotten larger in one part of my spine and smaller in the other. But when I talked to neurosurgery, they told me this is actually probably due to the fact that every time they have an MRI, they don't have the exact same angle or exact same slice of an image. Therefore, it's not very accurate when they measure the size of the syrinx. So we don't really know if it's getting bigger or smaller. They did say they would be concerned if my syrinx was getting bigger and going up towards my brain stem up in there. That would be more concerning. They also told me that because they changed the setting of my shunt and now more fluid can be in my brain, that could potentially cause more fluid to go into my syrinx, the fluid-filled cavity in my spinal cord, and cause damage to my spinal cord further. So that's what they want to keep monitoring going forward. So the doctor I talked to at neurosurgery said I'm going to refer to the head of neurosurgery at UW, aka my childhood neurosurgeon, Dr. Ellen Bogan. We're going to refer to him. We're going to see what he thinks about whether we want you to follow up for another MRI in 3 months, maybe 6 months. We'll see. She also said, please keep us updated on your symptoms. If you're having symptoms, call the nurse hotline, but if they don't pick up, which they never pick up, please message us on my chart and, emphasize in the subject line that you're having severe symptoms and you're very concerned. So I feel like I've finally been listened to after a year of trying to talk to people about my various symptoms. My next mission is to refer to a doctor that was recommended to me that might treat dysautonomia, because she actually might listen to me as opposed to neurosurgery, who doesn't really deal with dysautonomia because it's a very specialized field to deal with that. So my medical journey continues. Thank you for listening.